Alright, what is poppin', guys? So, pretty much I went ahead and made a new monotype water team. Like, I got my hands on a kingdra, and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and make a mono water team using this DLC mod. So, at first I was kind of like wanting to exclude Pelipper and let's think like, Pelipper was the old rain center one to use Politoed who just came back, but kind of thinking you want both, man, and I'm just looking at the different mods we had available, and it seemed like both was ideal. I mean, just the concept of some strategies that we can work with. I'm gonna go ahead and just go into so many of them that I can think of off the top of my head. So, I guess for starters, I mean, you got your Swim Kingdra. As you guys know, it gains double the speed, so it's gonna be a really potent sweeper. It's really good for countering those water type, not water type, grass type attackers. My bad. Given how it is actually not weak to the grass type due to its part dragon typing, and is also not weak to the electric type due to its part dragon typing. So it's gonna be really important to help punching holes and taking down things which the rest of your team might be weak to. Things like Pelipper, Politoed, even the Gastrodon. Technically everything else is weak to that, either that grass or electric. So kind of gotta work around that some way, right? Next we got the Rotom. This is gonna be here to help you juggle around physical attackers and just take advantage of things that want to set up like Toxapex. So pretty much you know how it works. You'd either Will-O-Wisp is like a Tyranitar or Lucario or whatnot. If it's Toxapex or freaking Togekiss, then you just go ahead and Nasty Plot on it, and from there proceed to use Thunder or Hydro Pump if you're running into things like Excadrill. Hopefully it's not Mold Breaker, that is, but Hippowdon also gets dealt with pretty nicely. I mean, mostly ground types are not really a problem for this team besides the Gastrodon, which you're going to have to go ahead and look out for, but you can counter that with your own Gastrodon. Just go ahead and put it to sleep or force it out. Either way, you got your Politoed. He here is going to be running the Assault Vest. It's going to allow him to take on those grass and those electric type attackers such as Zeraora and Venusaur, and just kind of counter them a little bit better. I mean, it's not like it's going to be able to necessarily just beat them in a 1v1. It's not like that. Especially Zeraora with Plasma Fist. It's just more so like electric types in general, especially if they use Thunderbolt. So like Zeraora is not really the best example because that's a physical attacker normally, but like special attackers, like opposing Rotom, yeah, those ones are going to be doing less damage to you, and it's going to just really help you hold on to your Politoed a little bit better. As you guys know, his physical defensive stat is not so good. You could go ahead and remove his EVs in the special attack and make him more physically defensive, but I went ahead and saved our Pelipper here to handle the physical attackers, and we also have access to Will-O-Wisp, so we don't have to run Scald. We can just go ahead and take the raw damage with the Modest Nature instead. Just go ahead and look at the opponent's team preview and just see, do you need like the hardcore nerf on their attack stat? Do you need to go ahead and guarantee that Will-O-Wisp? Then go ahead and bring the Rotom. Alright, do you need just the ability to put down their Tyranitar, like the ability to put down their Hippowdon rather than like Will-O-Wisp? Because Tyranitar, you wanna burn, because you can't really kill it with Hydro Pump. Heck, you might even proc a Weakness Policy. Whereas Hippowdon, you don't really want to burn it. It's just gonna set up Stealth Rock and then freaking slack off the burn damage and keep on roaring and make you take Stealth Rock damage. You want to put that down. So like, it depends on what Pokemon your opponent has. Azumarill is going to be there. I mean, the thing with this is that Belly Drum is going to allow you to boost your attack stat incredibly. Ferrothorn cannot lull you as long as you have superpowers, so that's really important. Ice Punch is there to allow you to take out opposing grass types, and Sap Sipper does allow you to counter Grassy Glide priority users such as the Grassy Surge Rillaboom. However, you do prefer having that huge power in general. And then you do have that Kingdra who's going to be able to take that attack, and Pelipper who's also able to take the attack and just go for a Hurricane of its own. So it's fine. I mean, pretty much you can just get this to +6 after one attack, one move, and then you can switch in your range center and get the special attack. I mean, not special attack, the stab buff. You get a stab buff from the rain on the switch in if you want to do that. So like if you're like against a Torkoal or whatnot, like if you belly jump and they switch in a Torkoal, and then it's sunny, then you switch in your Pelipper next turn, then you go for Aqua Jet, and then they're like, oh wait a minute, what? Nani? So you can kind of run it like that. Same thing with Kingdra. Like it could be like a regular you versus like freaking Tyranitar and Sandstorm. Next thing you know, you turn it from him getting a 50% special defense boost to you getting a 50% water type boost, and then he's like, so That's why it's important to have the two, because like if you lose the weather war on the first turn, which you may as well, like you could lose the weather war, man. Like Torkoal slow AF, Tyranitar can be slow AF, so you might lose the weather war. It's just to protect yourself from that, you run two of these guys. So Pelipper is there. I mean, it's good for anti-Excadrill. You got your rain set. I mean, Pelipper is Pelipper, guys. Like, it has its roost, its lefties, good defense stat, some special attack investment in HP to help it live. It's doing its thing. Gastrodon's over here. It's a really crucial mod as it helps you take out those electric type mons. It's a free switch in. Zeraora also can't do shit to this mon. That's what I meant to say. Not for Politoed. Zeraora will fuck this thing up with Plasma Fist, but Gastrodon, he does not care. Gastrodon, bro, it will take a Grass Knot, regardless if it has the Rindo Berry or not. Okay, and it will just go ahead and retaliate with a Mirror Coat or an Earth Power. You also have the option to run Surf over Hydro Pump, thus attacking both enemies at the same time and proccing your own Storm Drain to boost your own special attack stat, making you more potent. It also doesn't hurt Kingdra at all, so you can actually lead with the Pelipper and the Kingdra, wherever the fuck the Pelipper just... Okay, so Pelipper and Kingdra lead, you can lead off with those two, and it's like you gain the ability to have the dual Hurricanes, so if you have like an opposing Venusaur, then it's like the non-stat one might not take it out, but then the next one can, type of deal. Or like whatever, man, you got the dual, you pretty much have the ability to use Surf over Hydro Pump and like not take too much damage, because you're 4 times resistant to it. But that's just an option. Hydro Pump still hits pretty nicely. Muddy Water on Kingdra, I would say is a nice option just because it hits both enemies and it doesn't hit you, whereas Surf it does, and I mean, you don't really want to hit yourself. The only one that really benefits from getting hit by the Surf is you. Everyone else takes damage, to be honest. You do have access to Water Absorb, Jellicent, however, it's not really as good as Rotom for this, I would say, because things like Tyranitar can still freely set up a Crunch. So it's like you'd have the Trick Room, it crunches you, and you barely live. You got a Strength Sap, and like it stalls out turns. It's like, it's really risky, because if it gets a defense drop on that, it's not reliable. With the Will-O-Wisp, it's like, even if it misses, you still get the next turn. It's like, you got the Iguana Berry, you're chilling. You got Nasty Plot next, you're chilling. So Rotom's really nice for that. So you guys have it. Here's a Monotype Water team. I don't really think I forgot anything. It's just pay attention to your opposing team, right? Like at the end of the day, look at the team. Like, you're weak to electric, you're weak to electric, you're weak to electric, you're weak to grass, you're weak to grass, you're weak to grass, you're weak to grass. Like, you guys need to understand opponents' movesets and look from the perspective of how they can sweep you. So see what mons that you need in order to overcome their threats, and make sure that you protect them. Because if they go down, then those threats are just gonna go ahead and stomp away the rest of your team and be like shit. You know, so like play around and look at who you need and protect them. Play it like chess, you know, look at it from advance and be like, okay, if this mon goes down, then this mon is free to do this, and I can't stop it. You gotta look at that, and from there go after that. You know, you kind of gotta be really keen and kind of force the plays with this kind of a team. You know, because you're relying on weather to, without the weather, your Thunder is practically useless. Your Swift Swim doesn't work. You know, not saying that this team can't do shit without weather, but it's more like, make sure that your weather doesn't go down. Make sure that you use it at the right time, because it's not going to be up 24/7. So make sure that when it's up, it's actually doing something. You know, make sure that you save the mons for when they can make an impact. So like, for example, perhaps you can lead off with like freaking Kingdra and Gastro on turn 1, because they have a grass type Pokemon, or they have, because they have an electric type Pokemon, right? They might lead off with that. Most likely they will, because why wouldn't they? So boom, switch out that, and instantly they don't have a Pokemon that they can pick off for free, because both of them are at least neutral or immune to it, right? So from there, you can either switch out one of them. You can switch out the Gastrodon, because you know it's not attacking Gastrodon with electric move, so you can switch out your Gastrodon for the Pelipper. And then from there, you get your Swift Swim buff. You can go for Muddy Water, Draco Meteor, whatever, and take out that threat, which would threaten this mon, or this Politoed, or the Pelipper that you bring in. So you don't have to lead off with your Weather mon, because that forces you to switch out, because they're most likely going to predict you to do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you kind of got to like play with this team and be like really smart with it. It's really one of those teams that can be super disgusting. This team is so disgusting. It's fucking filthy. But if you don't know how to maneuver it, you're just gonna get shat on, because it's easy to exploit the weaknesses. Once Once your grass check is gone, once these two are gone, bro, once this is gone and this is gone, +2 Rillaboom, Grassy Glide, Grassy Glide, Grassy Glide, Grassy Glide. What are you doing? What are you doing? So don't let that happen. If you see the freaking Rillaboom, don't let it happen. If you see they have a Rillaboom, you know they have a Rillaboom, it's coming. You have options to take it out, and you can overcome it. This team can overcome any checks. You just have to use them properly and understand where the checks are and exploit them. You gotta bring them out. Don't let them sit in the back. Don't let them use their other Pokemon and whittle down your team and then they bring out their check. Nah, bring that check out. Get it out of the way so then your team can do what it's gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, everyone have a great day. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Pokepaste in the description. And you guys are free to use the team however you like. Have a great day, everyone. Peace out.